This morning, President Trump commenting on General Michael Flynn. He compared Michael Flynn's predicament and his treatment by the FBI to Hillary Clinton. Let's listen.
Hillary Clinton lied many times to the FBI. Nothing happened to her. Flynn lied, and they destroyed his life. I think it's a shame. Hillary Clinton, on the 4th of July weekend, went to the FBI, not under oath. It was the most incredible thing anyone's ever seen. She lied many times. Nothing happened to her. Flynn lied, and it's like they ruined his life. It's very unfair.
Here are Hillary Clinton's public statements that have conflicted with the FBI's investigations. Let's roll tape.
Nothing that I sent or received was marked classified, and nothing has been demonstrated to contradict that.
7 email chains concern matters that were classified at the top secret special access program at the time they were sent and received.
I thought it would be easier to carry just one device for my work and for my personal emails instead of 2.
Secretary Clinton used several different servers and administrators of those servers during her 4 years at the State Department. And she also used numerous mobile devices to send and to read email on that personal domain.
The system we used was set up for President Clinton's office, and it had numerous safeguards, and there were no security breaches.
It is possible that hostile actors gained access to Secretary Clinton's personal email account.
Did you try to wipe the whole server? You didn't answer the question.
I'm not, I have no idea. That's why we turned it over.
You were in charge of it. You were the official in charge. Did you wipe the server?
What, like with a cloth or something?
It's also likely that there are other work-related emails that they did not produce to State and that we did not find elsewhere and that are now gone because they deleted all emails they did not produce to State, and the lawyers then cleaned their devices in such a way as to preclude complete forensic recovery.
Joining me now, Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton. Good to see you, Tom.
Hey, good to be with you.
Okay, we're going to get to your new revelations on the Bill Clinton-Loretta Lynch tarmac meeting. But first, this FBI agent working with Robert Mueller, who exchanged the anti-Trump text with with a colleague, reportedly his mistress. This agent, Peter Strzok, he interviewed Hillary himself. He worked on the Hillary private email server probe. He was the person who changed James Comey's earlier draft language and watered it down about Clinton's actions from initially it was grossly negligent, got watered down to extremely careless. That was a big deal because if it was gross negligence, you face prison time or fines. I mean, he also oversaw the Trump-Russia collusion probe reportedly, and maybe the anti-Trump dossier. Who knows? What are your thoughts here, Tom?
Well, Sarah Carter's reporting today, Liz, also that he interviewed General Flynn.
Yeah.
So he not only was an anti-Trumper, he was pro-Hillary Clinton, according to the reports. So as far as I'm concerned, both investigations have been irredeemably compromised by the presence of this individual on the investigations. And he was no clerk, he was running the Clinton investigation, essentially, and as a top counterintelligence official in the FBI, certainly was key in the collusion investigation by the FBI and later Mr. Mueller. So, you know, I don't believe that Mr. Flynn lied. I don't believe General Flynn lied. I believe he was ambushed by the Comey Yates Justice Department, and the FBI reportedly concluded initially he wasn't lying. All of a sudden it was decided that he was lying. I tell you, this investigation's a mess. Mueller, by the way, removed this man from his position back in July. Why is it we're only finding out about it now? My guess is the IG report into politicization of the FBI is due or is about done, and they leaked it up ahead of time. Mueller needs to answer some questions about the involvement of this person in all these key decisions, from the dossier, Clinton emails, obviously, the targeting of Flynn and subsequent prosecution of him. What a disaster. The president needs to step in. Frankly, I'd consider a pardon of Mr. Flynn, and I'd shut down the Mueller investigation at this point.
The question is he able to shut it down? But, you know, I want to get back to this statement.
Legally, he is. The question is politically, Kenny.
That's the point. Strzok, the FBI agent we're talking about here. Let's get, again, I want to reiterate about the FBI Director James Comey's statement exonerating Hillary Clinton. That statement was done months before the FBI even interviewed her. So he's in there, apparently, it looks like, watering it down from gross negligence, which is actionable under the law. It says, you can be punished criminally with prison time or fines. He watered it down to recklessness. I mean, to your point, you really do believe this is now a tainted investigation. Is that your point?
Well, the 302, the narrative of the report of the investigation or the interview with Hillary Clinton is available. It was a joke. It was an absolute joke. And recall, prior to that, shortly before that interview took place, Bill Clinton and Loretta Lynch met on that plane at the tarmac, the infamous tarmac meeting in Phoenix. The investigation has been a sham from the get-go. That memo you're talking about, it being watered down, what was watered down was language supporting the decision not to prosecute. They were never going to prosecute her, and they decided it long before they met her.
Tell us more about that, what you found out about the Bill Clinton, Loretta Lynch tarmac meeting. You've gotten FOIA, Freedom of Information Act filings with the FBI and documents out of the FBI. What did you find out?
Well, we found out that the FBI was more concerned about some leaking, presumably by local law enforcement in Phoenix, about the meeting than the meeting itself. And the emails talk about, well, we have to get the leaker. We're going to have to they took steps to try to minimize future damage from other leaks. So the concern was leaking about the meeting itself, as opposed to really the outrage and the scandal of the meeting that took place between Clinton and Lynch, something that Lynch admitted had cast a cloud over the investigation.
Okay, Tom Fitton, good to see you. Come back soon. We love having you on.
Thanks, Liz.